Pleased to meet you. This is Fixed and Folded, the knife review channel for the casual knife collector. I am Cody, and I'm going to be reviewing the Civivi Sentinel Strike 2. This one's all blacked out. You've got aluminum handle with FRN integral backstrap, and is this Nitro V? I think this is Nitro V blade. You got a Nitro V blade that's black washed, and this is a good, interesting knife. Hand comfort is excellent, just the right thickness, length, everything's contoured, there's no sharp edges. This is going to fit a number of hand sizes from medium to extra large gloves. I wear extra large gloves, it fits my hand great. There's a usable choke up port on the blade here. Cutting edge is 3.25 inches. Total blade length is 3.75 inches. You got 4 inches of hand space on the main area and a total of 5 inches if you include the choke up point. Blade stock is on the thin side. And you have a hollow grind on the main part of the blade, and it transitions to a flat grind for the tip. You have an unsharpened swedge on the top here, and a little false tanto point here, transition, which is minor to the point of being just for style, because you can keep that if you want, but you can also remove it really easily if you sharpen it. This doesn't affect cutting performance at all. I was cutting through some paper, and this is not a snag point. It just smoothly cuts through material. You get this almost mirror polish cutting edge from the factory, and this slices and pierces very well. Just note when you're getting a black wash Civivi blade that the black wash coating is not durable. Just today I was just cutting the foil film out of like a Advil cold and sinus container, and it already took a little bit of the finish off one of my Civivi knives. You can see a little blemish there, and then on this side it's starting to come off, and that was just from the absolute easy work of just cutting around some like foil. So the black wash coating is not durable, but still it's going to take reflectivity off the blade to make it tactical. And if you just like the looks of a black blade, all black, then hey, get the black wash. The weight feels light. I'll do a scale session here, and it is 3.6 ounces. That is very good for a knife this size. Overall length is 8.5 inches, not including this little nubby glass breaker. So it's definitely a full-size knife. The texture of the FRN backstrap here is really nice. It blends very well with the handle. There's a chalky coating on the handle. It feels good. It's not as quite as grippy as the Spartan Palace or Palis that I reviewed the other day, but it's not as slippery as just an uncoated stainless steel handle. This does provide some traction on the back strap here, the FRN. The FRN feels really good. I think it feels like G10 to me. It feels like aluminum even to me, although it's warmer than aluminum. Reviewers might, I've heard them complain that they want this to be G10, but you know what? Uh, it's just the weight. It's really light. And so I think if they put some steel liners, if Civivi put some steel liners inside here to add them weight, then it'd feel just like G10. And uh, I think it's the weight that they complain about. It feels cheap because it's so light. I think this, for a tactical kind of inspired EDC knife, the FRN actually works really well, and I like it. You've got 3 methods of deployment. You have your thumb studs, your button lock, and your flipper tab, and they all work very well. Yep, they all work really well. It's a nice balanced design. You get a good amount of lockup with the button lock. You can see the shiny portion there is that's where the button lock is covering over the blade. You can see when I release it, it goes away. You can lower it, so that's all your lockup there, which is very good. That's more than usual button locks. Also, the Civivi Neurohaptic is quite good also, but a little bit less travel with the button stop there. So this is impressive. That's gonna be pretty good for keeping your blade locked in. The overall shape is very pleasing to the eye. The silhouette, the profile. So what this knife is, the design is, this is an EDC knife, light duty, occasionally medium duty, that looks like a tactical knife. So if you just want the convenience and performance, slicing performance, piercing performance of an EDC knife, but you want the looks that reminiscent of a more tactical paramilitary knife, this is a really good option. The feel in hand is what really impresses me most about this. I like tactical knives and I like EDC knives, and this decidedly is not really a tactical knife. It's an EDC knife inspired by the looks of a tactical knife. But the feel in hand is really good. Similar to the Sentinel Strike 1. Of course, that has that big cutout in the blade for flipper action. This is the more tactical look with the thumb studs, right? Really easy to deploy, to get to. I think the transition from flat grind to hollow grind is unnecessary because the blade is so thin. It could have just all been flat grind, but you do get crazy slicing performance out of this hollow grind, right, for push cutting and whatever. But again, it's kind of a little bit of a show-off design, where it's more detailed, more complicated than it needs to be. Kind of, it's cool. It's Civivi's flexing its muscles, its design, its factory capability muscles, saying, look what we can do for an affordable price. Price on this, $127, bladescanada.com. And that's a good price. I mean, for a made in America knife, it's going to be twice as much because they have to pay their workers more because cost of living is more, right, in America. But comfortable choke up area, no blade play left, right, up, or down. Very good quality, perfectly centered. Out of the box, you can remove, or you can maybe not remove, you can switch around the pocket clip from right-handed to left-handed carry by, this is a hex bit here. Take some pliers, or if you have a hex bit, and you can just spin the pocket clip around. It's actually really nice. There's no pocket clip play left or right, that's good. And it's comfortable. This is a bit milder of a bill than usual Civivis, and the normal Civivis don't bother me. So this is good. No hot spot. I'll do a size comparison here. So you got medium-sized knife. I can fit all my fingers on the handle. Going up a size, full size. These three are all about the same size. All these Civivis, pretty new models. I'm going to do an upcoming review on the Neurohaptic. This is one of my favorite knives, the Civivi Tacticorix. And you go up a size, getting into extra large territory with the Recon M1. Get an idea now where the Sentinel Strike 2 fits. So what would I rate this out of 10? For me, I want it to be an EDC knife or a tactical knife, but not one that just looks like the other one. But I can't really take points away from that because that's a design choice, and boy, $127 for this. That's a good value. Everything works really well. Yeah, I don't think I can take any points away from this design. It's just a really usable, good knife. If this little kink annoys you, it's easily removable with some sharpening. So 10 out of 10. The black wash is not durable, but then the knife is not that expensive, and it's gonna Boba Fett. It'll look cool as it wears. Great value, really good design, great fit and finish, well implemented. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me, just doesn't resonate with me. I'll give it maybe a 9 out of 10 for me, just because it just doesn't resonate with me as much as it should, but it's subjective. Objectively, this is like 10 out of 10. So that concludes my review of the Civivi Sentinel Strike 2. Have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.